Hello, I'm Andrew Maxwell, and I'm in the 6th grade JMG program. Today I'm going to be reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and remove your hats.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew and Leah. Great job on the pledge. Good evening and welcome everyone to our 2019-2020 JMG closing ceremony. I want to start off my presentation by showing you the mask that I received from Lucas Haskell's mom. And Lucas, I appreciate it. It's a one-of-a-kind JMG mask. Thank you very much, Lucas. Really appreciate it. This year, we are trying something different, but seems to be the common theme for ceremonies and graduations. Due to the coronavirus and social distancing requirement, we are having a virtual JMG closing ceremony. For the past 10 to 13 weeks, we've all been living in unprecedented times. We've been doing most of our schoolwork online with Google Chats, being the mode of transportation for our education. JMG students continue to work on community service projects, from making cards for the nursing homes, residents, and painting 2-foot Easter eggs and displaying them in the downtown area. JMG at the state level stepped up at the very start to secure over $300,000 for Hannaford food cards, allowing each specialist in the state to give out 20 $100 gift cards within their program, an amazing gesture from our business and community partners. I want to give a shout out to all the teachers and staff who put their heart and soul into making meals for students and delivering them with our amazing bus drivers. The kitchen staff who organized it all, the custodians who did the heavy lifting, Mrs. Swanson who coordinated this amazing feat, Nurse Marion who kept account of the meals, Mrs. Allen who kept us going and jumping in herself to be on the buses and making meals. It truly takes a village. I had a wrestling coach once who said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And this is very true at VCS Strong. I want to also thank all my JMG students for a great year. I know the school year was cut short by the pandemic, but we kept hope alive and pulled together. I want to thank all my parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, and guardians who worked tirelessly to help keep our students on the path of success. Some of the high points of this year's JMG program was hosting our first ever financial literacy fair put on by New Dimensions Credit Union for all of our middle school students. Page day at the state capitol for 6th graders, helping out with the window dressing program here in Vassalboro, attending the leadership conference called LEC, and numerous projects at the mill which support the whole Vassalboro community, and taking over 20 plus students from 4th through 8th grade to the Engineering Expo at the University of Maine, Orono. We also had a team of students in the JMG Plus program who competed in a national stock market competition, along with 9 other teams from Vassalboro. This team consisting of Brady Desmond, Sophia DeRoseby, Noah Bichard, placed 3rd overall in the country, considering they were up against 2,300 teams and between 7,000 to 10,000 students from all over the U.S. This was the first time ever we competed in a national competition, and pretty amazing feat for these young folks. So as you can see, we are a busy, can-do JMG program, and I've always said I feel one of the best in the state of Maine, and I'm very proud of my students.
Hello, my name is Miley Patel, and I'm a part of the 6th grade JMG class. JMG's mission and vision statements. JMG's mission is to identify students who face barriers to education and to guide each one to continued education, a successful career, and productive adulthood. Our vision is to be a champion for all Maine students who face barriers to education. We understand Maine's future will be a reflection of what we commit and contribute to our youth.
Hi, my name is Leah Target, and I am in the 6th grade JMG class. JMG XYZ statement. JMG partners with public education and private businesses to offer result-driven solutions to ensure all Maine students graduate, attain post-secondary credentials, and pursue meaningful careers.
My name is Aaliyah Gooding, and I'm part of the 8th grade JMG class. Welcome and good evening. Now we hear from the following people: Principal Mrs. Allen, Superintendent Alan Pfeiffer, and Senator Matt Pouliot.
Hi everyone, I'm Megan Allen, the principal at Vassalboro Community School, and I just wanted to welcome you all, I guess, in this bizarre format that we're doing, so we can have our Jobs for Maine graduates closing ceremony. Thank you all for tuning in and for your flexibility and having things look a little different, which is becoming our new normal, I think. But I'm really proud to be able to be a part of the JMG program. I've been at Vassalboro for 12 years. I think this wraps up my 12th year, and I've been on the board for 10 of those years because I really believe in JMG, and I think it's a valuable and wonderful opportunity we can offer our kiddos here. The leadership opportunities that they're able to be exposed to and initiative that grows with being part of this program, I think is just invaluable. And a huge part of that is because of our specialist, Victor Exposito, brings such a wonderful flavor to our program. You know, there's nobody that will work harder for our kids than him. And I think that's a very valuable piece of what we have here at our school. And I love the fact that, you know, throughout the year we get to see all these opportunities come forward, whether it's, you know, starting to fill out work permits and resumes, or if it is volunteering as a page at the state capitol, different retreats and conferences the kids are able to go to. It provides them a little bit more. And I think in this day and age, that's a wonderful thing. It allows us to grow our village a little bit bigger to help support our kids, and that's all we ever really want to do. So I love that. I think it's great we're able to do this closing ceremony. It's one of my favorite times of the year in the spring when we can get together and just celebrate all of the hard work these kids have done through the year. And granted, this year looks a little different. However, we still want to celebrate them and what they were able to accomplish, especially given some of the challenges that were thrown our way through this. So I really appreciate being able to do this. Thanks to Devin LaChapelle, who's been working with Mr. E to make this happen. It truly does take a village, and I'm very proud to be a part of a village and have JMG as part of our village too. So thank you all so much for what you do as our community supporting us. It takes all of us. So thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
So I bring greetings from our superintendent, Mr. Alan Pfeiffer. Congratulations and best wishes to all graduates. Transitions, life is full of them, changing schools, changing friends, a new bus route, unfamiliar faces, and ending in a beginning. We leave a bit of ourselves behind, yet we grow stronger as we move toward a new experience. You will face new challenges and new opportunities. You will gain new freedoms and a sense of maturity. Fortunately, you have a strong network to support you during this journey. Your parents and your teachers will guide, instruct, and support your growth. Look forward to your future and anticipate success. Reach for your highest expectation, and they will become a reality. Best regards, Superintendent Al Pfeiffer.
Hey grads, State Senator Matt Pouliot here. Your awesome instructor, Mr. E, sent me a message asking me if I would send along a note congratulating you on your graduation this year. I know it's been a crazy year. None of us could have expected all of what's happening with this COVID virus, and certainly puts a damper to the end of what normally is a fun time during the school year. As things are starting to warm up and we're all planning to get ready to go out and celebrate summer, it's kind of a bummer to have to deal with all this coronavirus stuff going on around us. But, you know, I want to assure you that life is always going to throw at you curveballs, and you'll have to take it upon yourselves to deal with those as they come up. None of us could have imagined at the beginning of this year that this coronavirus, this pandemic that we're all living through right now, would be something that would come up, but that it did. And we are all having to navigate these waters now in challenging and certainly uncertain times. But what we do know is that the programming that you're getting through the JMG program, and more importantly in a Maine public school system, is going to prepare you for success in the future. I think you're really fortunate to have a great instructor in Mr. E. He's phenomenal and one of the best in the state. It's truly a blessing that you be able to have him on your side and in your corner. But please know that there's a lot of kids across the state that don't have this tremendous opportunity. So don't take it for granted. It's certainly an incredible one, and one that you're fortunate to have. So as you embark upon this summer that really started for many of you a number of months ago with early release from school, please know that it's important to continue your studies and also apply the things that you've learned in the JMG program throughout your summertime. And I did hear also from Mr. E that some of you were involved in a stock market challenge and did quite well with that. As somebody that likes to deal with financial literacy education, it definitely warms my heart to hear that that's going on in the classroom and that you've found such great success, especially stacked up against national peers. So again, I just wanted to take this moment to congratulate you on making it through another successful year, and I want to wish you all the best as you move forward in your next journey. And make sure that you apply these principles that you've learned through JMG program. They're going to bode well for you in the years ahead. So stay safe and be healthy and have fun this summer. Enjoy the outdoors and all of what the beautiful state of Maine has to offer. And I look forward to seeing you around soon. Take care. Again, it's State Senator Matt Pouliot, and congratulations on another successful year.
Hello there, everyone. My name is Connor Kuehl, and I am from the 8th grade JMG classroom at Vassalboro Community School. I'm here to introduce Mary Dyer. Mary Dyer has worked in higher education for over 20 years, assisting students and families with planning, paying and saving for higher education. Currently, she serves as a financial education officer with the Finance Authority of Maine, providing college access, financial education, and debt management service and training to Maine students and families, as well as professionals who support them. Before joining FAME, Mary worked as Assistant Director of Financial Aid at the University of Maine for 7 years. Prior to that, she was Assistant Director of Financial Aid at College of the Atlantic in Bar Harbor, Maine. She began her career at the University of Maine at Augusta. In addition to her professional experience, Mary has served as training chair for the Maine Association of Financial Aid Administration for 4 years. She has also presented at several state, regional, and national conferences, and has served as a trainer for the National Association of Financial Aid Administrators, NASFAA. In 2007, Mary was the recipient of the Candace Johnson Vinette Award for Distinguished Service to her profession. For the past 6 years, Mary has served as president of the Maine Jumpstart Coalition for Personal Financial Literacy, a nonprofit volunteer-based organization that is dedicated to improving the financial compatibility of Maine children and young adults. Under her leadership, the coalition was named 2014 State Coalition of the Year by the National Jumpstart Coalition. Maine is the first state in New England to receive this important recognition. Mary received her Bachelor of Arts in English from the University of Maine in Augusta. She currently resides in Glenburn with her husband and boys, Cameron and Colby.
Greetings, Vassalboro Community School JMG students, and congratulations on finishing another successful school year. It's my honor and my privilege to be speaking with you today, and despite the fact that we can't be together in person, I figured that this might be the next best thing. I'm actually in Prospect Harbor today, and it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day. I hope you're all enjoying this great weather that we've been having lately as well. Now, I know this spring has been extremely challenging for all of you, and I'm sure that you're missing your friends, your teachers, and all of the exciting things that the end of the school year usually brings, especially those of you who are 8th graders. I know we're all looking forward to the day when we can be back together in school and in work, and when life gets back to normal. Now, despite the many challenges that we're all facing right now, it's important that we continue to look ahead and to be thinking about the future. We will come through this unprecedented time, and I'm certain that you all have a bright future ahead of you. You've learned a great deal over the last many months about perseverance, resilience, gratitude, and independence, especially when it comes to your schoolwork. I hope you'll take the many lessons that you've already learned and will continue to learn well into the future. So speaking of the future, what I'd like to do in the next few minutes is just share some of the important lessons that I learned growing up, with hopes that you might take some of these strategies with you into the future. I had no idea myself at the time how important these life lessons would be. Honestly, I didn't even realize they were lessons, especially when I was in middle school. But now looking back, I know they've shaped who I've become today and the successes that I've had. But before I share them with you, I have a homework assignment for you. I know, you're thinking, more homework? We're done with school, no more homework. But I promise you this is going to be a fun one. This is a really fun activity. What I want you to do is I want you to set some time aside this summer to think about what you would want your life to look like when you're an adult. After high school, after you finish your education or training after high school, I want you to imagine that you're an adult and you're living on your own. I want you to take some time to think about what you want your life to look like. And I'm not talking about just a quick statement or a quick sentence like, I want to be rich and famous, or I want to be a famous athlete. Instead, I want you to really, really think about what you want your life to look like. Really think about all of the details. Now, ideally, you'll actually take some time to write it down. You know, when you kind of write it like a story or a narrative, that's even better. What I want you to do before you start writing anything down, though, is I want you to close your eyes and really spend some time thinking about your future life. So think about you're waking up in the morning and you're an adult. Think about where you want to be living. Who do you want to be living with? How will you begin your day? Where will you be working? What kind of clothes are you wearing? What kind of car are you driving? Maybe you ride the subway. I want you to think about a vacation that you might be planning. I want you to really think about the day in the life of your future self. Fill in all of the color and all of the details. Now what I'd like you to do is really think about what it's going to take for you to get there. Will you meet any obstacles along the way? If you do, how will you overcome them? If done right, this can be an extremely powerful exercise. What experts will tell us and what we know is that the more we visualize our future self, the more likely we are to achieve our future goals. Now, I know it sounds corny, but it's absolutely true. The reality is that you and you alone have the power to manifest your future goals, and I don't want you to ever forget about that. So now on to the life lessons. First, I want you to be aware, and I want you to be thinking about the power and impact that mentors have in your life. Now, mentors are people who help us to determine who we want to become and what steps we need to take to get there. They offer their own life experience to help us become our best selves. Think about the people that you currently have in your life, your family, your friends, your teachers, your coaches, maybe your boss. Which ones do you already consider mentors? Do they offer a positive or a negative influence in your life? How are they helping to shape who you want to be? Now, I think we would all agree that having someone in your corner who can help support you in a positive way will make all the difference. Now, as part of JMG, you have an incredible mentor already, but I want you to be thinking about all of the other people that currently influence your life and make a connection with those who will help you achieve your future goals. Now, another really important lesson that I want you to take with you into the future, and this is one that I learned from my mother, who to this day remains a positive and influential mentor in my life. And that lesson is that no matter what job you have, the way that I learned it, no matter what job I had, that, you know, whether it was working in a salad bar in a fast food restaurant or cleaning hotel rooms, I was taught that it was important to give it my absolute best, regardless of the job that I was doing. I was taught early on that even the jobs that are temporary and may seem meaningless can lead to future job opportunities, especially if you give it 100%. Some other tips to follow related to jobs: be on time, preferably be early. That would be even better. Ask how you can help. What can you do to contribute? Listen and learn. Remember that every encounter and interaction that you have, whether it's with your coworkers, your boss, or your customers, could be that one interaction that can lead to the next opportunity in your life. Don't underestimate the seemingly meaningless exchanges that perhaps you might think are insignificant, because those are the opportunities that you have to shine and show your talents and your skills and your commitment. Now, another important lesson that I learned, and this is a really important one in my life today, and that is to include service to others as part of your daily life. Think about ways that you might be able to support your school, your community, your family, or your country. What contributions can you make to improve somebody else's world? Think about what you're passionate about. Think about the ways that you could give back. Perhaps you love animals and you could volunteer at your local animal humane society. Perhaps you love being outdoors. Maybe you could volunteer to clean up your local park or local beach. Maybe you're an athlete. Perhaps you could sign up for a 5K and help raise money for a local cause or an important cause that's meaningful to you. Regardless of what it is, you should find some time to volunteer and give service to others, because you'll find that it's rewarding and fulfilling in so many ways. These aren't just activities that you add to a resume or a college application, but rather these are opportunities to expand and enhance your own knowledge, compassion, and life experience. Now, last but certainly not least, I want you to know that despite the current circumstances, Maine is and will be a place of opportunity for all of you. Despite the fact that we have the national title of being the oldest state in the country with a rapidly aging population, this status also affords you and your classmates with an incredible opportunity. Think of all the jobs that you will have access to in the future. As our fellow Mainers work toward retirement, remember that all of those positions are going to need to be filled. Maine employers and Maine companies are going to need your talent and your skills. As I said in the beginning, your future is incredibly bright. All you have to do is to go after it. Go after the skills and education and training that you need to be part of what I believe is going to be a vibrant economy in the future. Maine needs you. Once again, congratulations on all of your achievements and for showing your resilience and grit during this challenging time. I look forward to watching all of the ways that you and your classmates will work to make Maine a better place. Thank you all, and good luck. I hope to see you next year.
Ms. Chappelle, you have made a huge impact on students here at VCS. Thank you for all the changes that you helped to make in the last 2 years. You not only helped many students to go above and beyond their own expectations in mathematics, but you also added new ideas to our school activities. We are all thankful for how much hard work you have put into helping the students and making our school more fun. We proudly gift you this award, presented by the JMG students, June 2020.
My name is Zach Stewart, and I am in the 7th grade JMG program. I would like to introduce the members of the JMG Advisory Committee: Miss Allen, Mr. Jefferson, Miss Desmond, Miss Swanson, Miss Briggs, Miss Espy, and Miss Look. For your commitment and dedication to help making the Vassalboro Community School JMG program the best that it can be, you take part in guiding, helping, review, and selecting candidates for the JMG program. Give your time and share your knowledge and wisdom. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Caden Painshot, and I'm in the 7th grade JMG class. JMG in Maine is part of a bigger national organization called JAG, Jobs for America's Graduates. Each state, like JMG, has a career association that works to develop leadership within the program. Here at Vassalboro Community School, students have an opportunity to become leaders, officers, and or committee members. Being part of this organization gives students opportunities such as attending the LEC Leadership Educational Conference, or going to the 7th grade overnight at Waterville Junior High, and as 8th graders attending Urban Adventure in Portland, hosted by UNUM. But because of the pandemic, some of these events did not occur, but students are looking forward to this in the year 2021.
Hello, my name is Allison Dorbel, and I'm in the 7th grade JMG program. Leadership Development. Leadership development expands the capacities of individuals to perform leadership roles within organizations. As JMG students, one of our opportunities is attending LEC. LEC is a leadership educational conference held at Pine Tree Camp. This year, 4 students got to attend to further their leadership skills and grow as people. When I went to LEC, I went with 3 other JMG students, Connor Kuehl, Echo Hawk, and Sterling Williams. We learned about presenting a business, engineering, and working within a group. We all participated in a competition to build a slingshot. This slingshot had to throw a marshmallow and various different components within the competition. We ended up winning by getting the most points scored.
Career development is the lifelong process of managing learning, work, leisure, and transitions in order to move towards a personally determined and evolving preferred future. In our JMG Career Exploration class here at VCS, as 7th and 8th graders, we research careers and hear from our amazingly helpful guest speakers about career opportunities. We also have mock interviews on a regular basis. Trust me when I say we are all super nervous.
Social awareness gives you the ability to understand and respond to the need of others. In JMG, we are giving opportunities to improve our social skills and gain the respect of others. As we apply the idea of social awareness, understanding other people's feelings is essential to emotional intelligence. In JMG, we are working for many people, and social awareness has a positive impact of how we represent JMG this year.
Civic awareness refers to the foundation that makes people active participants in the fabric of their community and beyond. JMG helps with civic awareness by taking students to be pages at the state capitol, where they learn how our state government works, how laws are made, and they may even get to meet the sitting governor. These activities allow students to get real first-hand experience that is invaluable compared to being in the classroom. My personal experience proves it to be very enriching and extremely educational.
Community service. The opportunity for students to give back their community by numerous community service projects. Community service gives students the opportunity to develop work and leadership skills while benefiting the community. Some community projects Vassalboro JMG has worked on is the Duck Derby, Paranormal Event, Home for the Little Wanderers, and the Grange Harvest Supper. Students have helped moving books from the library to the Grange for their annual book sale during Vassalboro days. At our school, we have a snack shack that the kids in 6th through 8th grade can help out with. The snack shack is where we sell food and drinks for school dances or when sporting events are being held and students or parents want something to drink or snack on. What I've learned by helping out with the snack shack is what it would look like to have a job or my own business. I've also had the opportunity to teach younger students how to operate the snack shack and teach them skills I've learned over the years.
Hey guys, I'm going to get straight into it. JMG is great. It gives you opportunities like volunteer work. And from that volunteer work, people eventually get to know you in your communities. And then you can volunteer at other places. You get to go up this ladder of volunteer work. And then people start to notice you for your hard work. And people start to think, that's one hard-working kid. I think I'm going to hire him. Over the years, JMG has helped me become a better person. Mr. E has taught me to be calm and focused. JMG has taught me to be more professional, especially going through mock interviews and job interviews. JMG has made me think differently and faster when solving problems. JMG has helped me improve my ingenuity with all our little projects we have done, like solar cars, and we even had to make our own carnival game out of cardboard and duct tape, and other little projects. I have improved my communication skills, primarily with hard-to-follow directions and even some body language. JMG has given me that little push that is just enough to push me in the right direction for success. That's why I'm going to be upset when I leave JMG and Vassalboro. JMG is such a good program, and I'm going to be upset because I'm going to leave most of my friends behind, and I'm excited to make new friends. High school is closer than ever. I'm going to say thank you for all the people that helped me through my years in Vassalboro. Miss Cole, Miss Look, Mr. Jefferson, Miss Leach, Mr. E, Miss Norwood, Miss Curry-Roderick, Miss Spiller, Miss Smith, Miss Brown, Miss Toby, Miss Blaze. Thank you for visiting me on this.
We will now do the JMG certificate program. 6th graders moving on to 7th grade. Elijah Baker, Moira Bevan, Michaela Carter, Quinn Cool, Jordan Cressy, Jaden DeRoseby, William Esley, Leanne Gagnon, Aiden Hamlin, Paige Littlefield, Jacob Ludden, Andrew Maxwell, Caden Morin, Ali O'Hara, Miley Patella, Lillian Petrovich, Leah Target, and Trevor Tibbetts. Now 7th graders moving on to 8th grade. Jonathan Batchelor, Carson Cody, Kira Dennis, Allison Dorval, Kenny Fredette, Brendan Hanscom, Echo Hawk, Aiden Michoud, Logan Overlock, Caden Pinchot, Seth Picard, Zach Stewart, Emma Waterhouse, and Sterling Williams. Now 8th graders moving on to 9th grade high school. Hunter Brandt, Maddie Sinamo, Connor Cool, Alexis Field, Milani Gatlin, Aaliyah Gooding, Lucas Haskell, Michael Henry, Rihanna Lewis, Galiana Michoud, Ann Prickett, and Abby Searless. Congratulations to all of you. To go along with the 8th grade certificates, I am also giving each student in 8th grade a survival bag. This is what's in the bag. The confetti. To celebrate your middle school promotion, you're heading to a new school and turning 14 years old. Skittles. May your high school experience be as colorful as a rainbow. Candle. The burning light of the candle represents your constant hard work and dedication throughout your time here at VCS. Sweet and sour candy. To appreciate the differences in your friends and accept them for who they are. Stars, never stop dreaming. Starburst, for the extra burst of energy for late night studying. Kisses, to always remember that you are loved. Extra gum, for the extra motivation to conquer your exams. Balloons, to remind you not to blow up when things don't go exactly as you planned. Paperclip, to help keep things together when they seem to be out of control. Highlighter, to help you zero in on your talents and highlight your skills. And lastly, Smarties, believe in yourself and your choices and enjoy your accomplishments. Best of luck.
Hello, I'm Jonathan Batchelder, and I am in the JMG 7th grade class. This slideshow is a selection of numerous activities throughout the summer and the school year. Have fun on your travel through time.